Hey, what's up everybody, it's Chronicles here, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we attempted to try to do Charlotte's 5th skill tree branch, but can't complete it now. So instead we did dumb bands and recruited a bunch of other NPCs to Colony 6. This time, it's Melia's turn. By talking to Talia. Melia, listen, I finally finished deciphering the book. That's wonderful news. It's all thanks to Noroth and Ruthan's deciphering machine. I wish I could have shared this joy with them. I understand how you feel. It's the boys. To gain the War Goth's strength, go to the Church of Light. There you must demonstrate your power. Interesting. Is it referring to Valak Mountain? Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go to Valak Mountain and investigate the La Luz Church. And also, if you're wondering what those two NPCs she's talking about, it's actually based off of some side quests that I did in Alchemath. You know, the video where I basically sped up everything and kind of just did everything in Alchemath all at once. Yeah, I'm just going to say this right now. A lot of the world and how it functions will highly depend. Will highly depend about how much of Alchemath you completed. In fact, Valak Mountain is actually one of those locations that is heavily changed depending on whether or not you did everything in Alchemath. Because in the Seal Tower, actually, let me show this off. So, as you can see, there's a couple of high-end tier refugees in here. And even one of them has a quest for us. Zane. If you remember correctly, that's the name of one of the high-end tier duo that basically wanted the journey into Valak Mountain and nearly died. If you did not complete their quest, then those NPCs would be dead. By completing their quest and teaching them how to survive, they basically helped a lot of other high-end tier refugees survive in Valak Mountain. By saving them, you've essentially saved a bunch of the high-end tier. That is a really neat detail that I really like. And also, it looks like we need something for an insignia in order to open the door. I remember that you need a special kind of insignia that is completely unique to it. And if I remember right, I think what we need to do is, I think we need to go we need to talk to Muriel. Have you seen a boy called Thielen anywhere? Tell me in greater detail. I'm really worried. No one I asked knows where he is. He could still be an Alchemath. The missing boy. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So what we want to do is go to Alchemath, but rather than go into like the map thing, because we can't directly skip travel, we have to go to the center gate and enter through there. Which I don't entirely get why restrictions on traveling would be locked. But, whatever. Anyways. Welcome back to what's left of Alchemath. And be aware because level 80s Talethia are everywhere. And several of them are unique monsters. So be aware. And what's especially creepy about Alchemoth now is some of the unique monsters, some of the unique Talethia around here share the same name as several of the NPCs that you met in Alchemoth. Those are the transformed Hyentia that we met and did side quests for. That is so unsettling. But at the same time, I actually kind of like it. And it's also the main reason why I always try the 100% Xenoblade whenever I can. Because by essentially helping essentially doomed NPCs, it just makes the impact of their transformation and their loss of humanity all the more impactful. Because if I did destroy straightforward, yeah, it'd be a shocking surprise, but it wouldn't hit that hard emotionally. But because you did get to know a lot of these NPCs and did a lot of stuff for them, it does hit a little harder when you see, say, a father, Hyentia, transform, but the children didn't. And so they essentially lost their father, and but they all lost their mother long ago since the mother is a haunt. You know, stuff like that. It really makes a lot more emotional impact when you really know these NPCs. Yeah. So let's start the Teal'c. Muriel asked you to come look for me? She's waiting by the ether plant at the air at the sea. Thank you, I'll go to her. Okay, so we got Teal'c back. Now we head back to the ether plant. Okay. Talk to Muriel. Teal'c was safe? It is such a relief. I was beside myself with worry. I hope it was of some help. Alright, quest complete. And we get Ether Protect 6. Okay. So that wasn't fully what we needed to do, but there are a couple of other side quests that we need to do in order to unlock when we need to.
Me.
Alright, let me change the clock real fast because I think we need to talk to Teal'c again. Now that he's back. Alright, gonna have to warp up. Here we go. If I go there, I might be able to find the documents. But could I really do that on my own? Hey, can you hear me out? My professor told me something before he turned into a Talethia. He said there's a secret lab somewhere in the tomb. There might be a way to change everyone back to normal. Please, can you help me? Secret research in the Hyentia tomb. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think we need to do this quest, and then we can do Melia's 5th skill tree branch. And for this, we need to head over to, I think, the ceremony hall. For this. I could be wrong, but I think this is the closest route. Wait, it's not? Oh, wait. I think I now remember what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I was going about this all wrong. I need to be over here, over by the Sorol statues. Because there's one quest that I need to complete. Here in the Sorol. Let's see if I can just jump down.
I approach reach my limit.
Stay strong.
Okay. Dive down. Alright. Just hop down, hop down. Alright. Appears to be sealed. So if I am not mistaken, I think what we're supposed to do is do one of these quests here. Let's talk to Raziel. Oh, it's you? I know I can rely on you. Galvin. Oh, no. This is not one of the quests I was thinking about. For a friend. So basically what we needed to do for that quest is go around, ask for different high-end NPCs around the world, talk to them, and locate one of the high-end that was transformed into a Telethia, and fight and kill it. Think of it as like a mercy kill. So what they're essentially asking for. Challenge. Defeat veteran Raziel. Okay. Maybe the quest is at night? Because I know you need to because I know that one of the objectives is here. I am wasting so much time. I really should have looked at this ahead of time. Alright, give me a sec while I look up how to do this real fast. Alright, I finally figured it out. No more delays. So the first thing we want to do is go up here to the Oath Sanctuary. And, well, first I want to talk to Scarlett because I need to get out of the way the quest objective for a friend. But next, I want to take his quest. Oh, it's you? High NT used to hold an imperial ceremony here. Do you know that? Okay. He has changed it to a Telethia. You're supposed to pick up 4 radiants and bring them over to the center of the Sorrel statues. That's why I was thinking it was over there. Okay. From the basin cave in Chorrol. So yeah, they're all over the place. So I'll just cut to each location and show where they are. So, let's begin. So the first radiant that we need to pick up is over here in the basin cave. Right here. The second one is up here in the Central Seal Island. Right up to where we originally unlocked the seal that led us to Prison Island. And also, there's a couple of uniques down here, like Deadly Medoro. Okay, next is right here in the Ceremony Hall in the High Antia tomb. And finally, inside of the Sealed Tower on Valak Mountain. So now, we just head back up to Torrel Marsh and to the Sorrel statues. And also, I would recommend being either well equipped for fighting enemies well above your level, or putting on casual mode for what's coming up. See, how good is level 77? I think that could work. Though I probably want to switch around the party a little bit. So I'll put Shulk in the lead, and yeah, let's go with this team. Activate that, and We summon a monster. Level 86, Radiant Petrix. And I'm already probably not gonna win this fight. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna win this fight. Okay, an auto purge, maybe? Well, that definitely hit it. I'm probably not gonna win this, I can already tell. So instead, I'm just gonna run, and I'll just do this in casual mode. So, just gonna run away. Run away, run away, run away. Hopefully we can get the aggro off of him. Please leave us alone. Please leave us alone. Thank you. Okay. Or maybe not casual mode. How high level can I go? Level 80. Let's try it. Let's try it. At least for our 3 team members here. I'll probably send them back once I completed this quest, but it's still worth trying. Alright, am I at least in the yellow? Still in the red. If it's in the red, I think I'll go into casual mode. For the, I think, 3rd time this playthrough, I'm going into casual mode. Because I think the first time it was, I did it so I can just speed through Agniartha's quests. Second time was with Ryan's quest. And now for Melias. Oh yeah, this is going way better than last time. Alright, Soaring Tempest. Again, I normally wouldn't do this with the videos. In fact, this is pretty much, I only use casual mode usually for more casual playthroughs. But for the sake of, again, keeping the videos more organized, I think this can work fine. Alright, Really Slash. Say sorry. Alright. Okay, and it should be finished off now. Yep. And for that, we get a High Entia Emblem. This is an item that is necessary for a whole crap ton of different quests going forward. So I'm really glad that I got this as early as I did. And if you have access to casual mode, or if you're super over leveled, I would recommend doing the same. Anyways, gonna go ahead and switch Melia back into the lead. And actually, there is one other thing that I want to do before pressing forward. There's a heart-to-heart back here, and I think it's rather appropriate for what we just did. High Entia History. The statues. Am I right in thinking they are of High Entia origin? They are indeed. These are the Sorol statues. They depict twin goddesses representing order and justice. A treacherous place to erect them. This place was once used for our coming-of-age ceremony. That seems fitting. Potential successors to the throne who came of age were left here. If they survived, they could return to the capital triumphant. I see. So only the best specimens continued the imperial line. Ruthless, but effective. That is what I was told, at least. It was probably all just a formality. Of course. Fighting off the Sorol Guardian alone is no easy task. However, I have heard of a former ruler who did see the task through. A half almost like you. Very astute, dumb man. Not a pleasant fact, but still true. I find it ironic. Goddesses of order and justice looking down with biased gazes. Still, I can understand why the ceremony was necessary. It must have been the only way to secure the people's trust. Same reason you faced the tomb, right? Calm yourself, Melia. Whenever you feel afraid, know that we're here to protect you. I know, Dunban. You saved my life at the tomb. I will never forget the debt I owe you and the others. So yeah, we essentially just did that ceremony that they just talked about. Kind of fitting that I did that in that order. I wasn't originally intending that, but you know what? It works. We could just pretend that I'm brilliant that way. We could just pretend that I'm brilliant and that I planned all this the way that I did. Anyways, with that new Hyentia seal, we can actually access more stuff than before. And in fact, I want to ride this up for a bit because there's something that I want to pick up. Oh, yeah, there it is. No.
I fear I approach my limit.
It might be easier just to do it from the statue summit. Because I can summon that elevator up here. So, I'll just come back when that is fully up. Alright, it's up, and just come up here, and... Come on, no! I'll be right back. Alright, after like 2 more attempts, I finally jumped through here, and there's a Hyentia chest containing a Grace Cap, which has Sleep Resist 6, and a Daze plus 5 gem. Not overly useful, but it's there. Anyways, with that, we finally have the seal, and therefore we can access a lot more stuff. Including stuff in the Hyentia too. Yeah, I'm just gonna explore this place a little bit, and then we'll go to Valak Mountain. So if we step forward, we unlock this. Welcome to the Telethia Laboratory. And beyond this... Oh, no. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. No, 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 no. Dang, that thing has really good hearing. And, oh yeah, I almost forgot to level down some of our characters. Alright. Level 77. Level 77. And level 77. Alright. So it's sound based, so just very slowly. Not making too much sound. Oh, oh, come on! I barely tapped it. What the heck? You know what? Let's run around it. Oh, oh no, oh, oh. Nope, 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 nope. Can you leave me alone? Okay. And also, if this area looks familiar to you, you've actually seen this in the cutscene. This is where Lorathea and Alvis first examined the like spear that has the special poison. Again, it's very neat detail that you can actually visit different places that normally you only see in cutscenes. It's a very neat detail. Alright, so let's go to Earth Sea and drop off the thing. Alright, there we go. Let's drop it off to Teelan. Are these the documents? They're really dirty. That's because they are so old. Interesting stuff. These are the ones, alright. They're all about the Telethia. Thanks, guys. I don't know how far I can get, but I won't let my professor down. I don't want to just sit around feeling down anymore. I'll find a way to make everyone back to normal again. Thanks again for your help. Right, time to get down to some serious research. Okay, so we won't really interact with Teal'c anymore, at least not in the near future, but I want you to remember the side quest. I want you to remember what we did and what the outcome was for Teal'c here. Because believe it or not, it actually does come back later. In a way that you probably don't expect. Anyways, I think now let's go to Valak Mountain and La Luz. Oh, not Bionic. No. La Luz Church. Cannot click through that. So, with the high edge seal, we can now open this door and walk outside the map boundaries. Oh my gosh. And we're just gonna continue walking down this pathway and pick up some large handcuffs. Kinky. Alright. Jump on down, and yeah, just gonna be walking down this pathway for a little while. Ah, there we go. Alright. Down on the other side of this, there is, well, a heart-to-heart between Ryan and Theora, which, you know what, I think I will do. Alright, here we go. First sight of snow. I hate the cold. How come? I just do, you know? Snow doesn't help, and I've never seen snow before. Me neither. It just looks so white. Nothing like this ever happens back at the colony. I don't get it. What's with balls of ice just falling from the sky? Stupid idea if you ask me. I'm with you, it's strange. Do you think the people back home would want to see this? I bet they'd be amazed. Yes, I mean, we come from a place that's warm all year round. A land covered in ice is like this crazy dream world. Yeah, and I think the little ones would love to play in the snow. No doubt. You reckon we could pile up some and take it back to the colony? That sounds like a great idea. Everyone would be so excited. The adults are busy rebuilding their homes, right? So the kids could play with all the snow while they work. Yeah, that's brilliant, right? You have some pretty good ideas once in a while. You could have left out the once in a while part. We should try and figure out the best way to transport it. It'll melt if we just carry it back ourselves. Yeah, didn't think of that. I'll get Shulk. He'll know what to do. Wait a minute, this is your plan. You come up with something. Give me a break, Fiora. You should know me and Shulk work as a team. You'll never change. Either of you, I'd imagine. Pretty neat little heart-to-heart. I like it. So let's examine. The statues have different glow to the one in Akamoth. Oh, hi! Gloria Slavos,
I fear I have my strength is
Oh.
fading.
Don't give up. I'm right next to you.
two-shot us. Oh, boy. Oh, well. We came where we got what we came for. So let's just head back to Erisea and the Ether Plant. So I'll just meet you back over by where that NPC is. Back to the site we started with.
Me.
You're back. What'd you find? It looked the same as the statue in Alchemoth, but it was strange. It was a different color from the other war god statues I've seen. Then, what color was it? It had a silver body with golden wings. Excellent, that is the true form of the war god. Those in other places are replicas. They are completely white. Perhaps the white stems from the connection to the Valak Mountain. Must be. Valak Mountain is where the war god faith originated, but there are no Hyantia living there. It's far too cold. You say that, and there's a bunch of refugees there right now. Perhaps it was possible for Hyantia to live there long ago. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of an interesting lore with potentially different changes over time. And where Hyantia potentially could have lived on the Bionis before developing Alchemoth. It's pretty neat. Huh? Oh, nothing. It's the duty of us survivors to pass on our Hyantia heritage. Quest complete. And for our efforts, we get a Meteor Staff, which is one of Melia's best weapons. A Talent Boots 5, and Melia's Passion skill branch has been unlocked. This improves her Ether, so that is pretty much going to be her skill tree from here on out. And it provides these effects. I think out of all of them, Rejection of Evil is probably the best one because it means less spike defense gems for Melia. But still, it's pretty useful. But I think with that, I think we'll call it here. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, there's a certain hero pawn that needs his 5th skill tree branch. See you guys then.